Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020, Career Mode, episode 108. We're at the UAE Tour, the race that doesn't matter, but we're just having fun trying to see what we can do. And so far, so not even just so good. So far, so excellent. Pablo Rodriguez leads the race overall. Did he gain his 4th place? Kevin Vermark is 7th place. We're doing very well for ourselves, but this is the Queen stage. This is the decisive stage, and it ain't over. We've got plenty of time, but we have not struck lucky on this one at all. Race day conditions should be generally good. Only a single rider has a negative, but it's Rodriguez. And excluding him now, only a single rider fails to have a positive race day condition, and it's the 4th place overall guy and support leader Denny Ginn. So our top 2 guys combined for a -1, where everybody else has a +1 or +2. That is not good. That could be much better, but it could be much worse. So we'll work with it. He leads the race. He should be happy and excited and have some sort of positive, +1 style race day condition. Generally, when you lead a large World Tour race, you get a bonus. You get a +1 or a +2. But as we have 32 kilometers left to go, and we're already gently climbing, 1 degree, it's just going to slowly turn up and up and up. And we're just maybe 5 kilometers from where it's going to seriously turn into a real fight to the end. Can we hang on? Will we hang on? We'll find out. It's set in 82 for the base of the climb. 22k to go. There's the 20k banner, and you can see that it's ramping up just before that. Here we go. Over 4 degrees, we are climbing all the way to the finish line. 82, already a blinking red. No breakaway left. Breakaway's been caught. 82 is holding, even though it's blinking red. 1 rider out the back. 2 riders out the back. We're going to see those numbers climb very quickly. Carlos de Mello, Vermark, Eric Butt. The riders on protection duty. 16k to go. We're going to go ahead and use Butt's gel. It looks like Carlos de Mello's not doing so well on his resistance. We'll give him just a little bit longer here and then use his. We're down to 170 riders now.
The finish line is getting close. The riders have
15k, so we're a quarter of the way up the mountain. 19th, minute 27 behind. Not the one I need to respond to. Enrique Mas, minute 21 behind. Garcia, minute 18 behind. He sits up. And there's the chase coming from others.
A couple of teams have set
Next acceleration. Gegenhardt, 13th at a minute 13 down. And all they did was pull back Barguil.
We are in climber country. They're off on the first slope of the day.
Or a lot further than off on the first slope of the day, but okay. Alright, well, here we go. Here's that first fade, first big fade. It's already down to 124, and our guys are just starting to fade, so that shows the kind of team that we brought with us. But Eric Butt, done. Carlos de Mello, done. Let's go ahead and set these guys to auto and start preparing. 10k banner. Smith, Gel, Killen, Gel. Smith, go ahead and pick up Ginn. Killen, go ahead and pick up Rodriguez. Okay, there goes Vermark. Vermark is done. And you can see the fatigue we already have with 8k to go. Rodriguez, Ginn, tired. Smith, Gel kicks in a little late. He's already starting to fade. Barguil. Attacking again. Let others do the response, but with 7K to go. Gin needs to use his gel. 7K. It's earlier than expected, but this is turning into a very tough climb. I mean, there's still 90 riders here, yet we're this tired. We're struggling this much. Okay, is this contenders finally? I think it is. There goes McNulty, 6th place. Moss. Mateo. Barrow, that's your 2nd place guy. That's the one that requires the response. Killen's done. Smith is done. Gin's got to lead this out. That's 7 riders away. And look, Gin
We're into the last
not doing so well
5
here. Ugh. Latour blocked him off. There's to Moulin, Bookman, Bennett. Gel. It's not looking so good. Rodriguez. It's 5 riders ahead, just 40 chasing now. Smith, done. Killen, done. We're going to see this group split up again. Gin is done. 2.9K, and this is not good. Not good. Rodriguez is really struggling here. It's further back than I wanted to be, for sure. And he hasn't done anything. The team hasn't done anything. There hasn't been some hard push. This is just straight up, he's a -2. It's 11. He's still in it. It's not over, and it's not going to be huge time losses, but it will be time losses.
There goes the sprint. The strong men are
600 meters. Okay.
A great victory. He didn't
McNulty
overextend
for the win.
himself.
Barrow,
He was
Bookman,
certainly the
Moss,
smartest
Tullett.
today.
That's 5. Here's the other guys just seconds ahead of us. We're going to be right at a minute behind. 58 seconds down, it looks like.
The riders bringing up their rear have made it through sheer willpower.
We are definitely
This stage was
losing
a
the race
real
lead,
strength
that's for
effort.
sure, but I don't think we're going to drop too far down. It was 12th on the stage. In terms of time, though, it was less than a minute. We had more than a minute's lead, not that far behind us. So, far from our best day, but you can absolutely chalk that up to the race day condition of our top guys. And even the rest were just okay. It was a hard climb, period. It wasn't that fast. It wasn't that challenging. McNulty didn't have some blaring pace that nobody else could keep up with. That was a very basic attack that normally we would have had no problem going with it. But we did have a problem today. So McNulty wins by 8 seconds. Barrow second. Bookman at 12. It's very tight. There's that 58-second group. And yes, Champosin is who we locked up with. I'm surprised Vlasov got a time gap. That 3 seconds. I thought that was a bit too close together for a time gap. Let's see how far we slip down. We're still on the podium. 3rd place. My goal for this race was hoping for a top 5, and it looks like we've got a podium. Barrow is going to win for Ineos. It's McNulty who moves up to 2nd place, but he does not move into the race lead. Vlasov at 4th. Bookman 5th. Dumoulin 7th. Denny Ginn is 16th. That's not bad. That's not bad. Sucks that we're 2nd in the under 25s, though. We won't claim that one. But a podium. Podium's good. Looking at that race day condition at that -2, you'd worry that it could have gone worse. Okay, so the new S5 adds reliability and aerodynamics. Final day of February, and we're just now hitting our first objective of the year. It's a classic. We're not built for those very well, but there's not that many cobbled sections. So we'll see how we do. And it's also under 200K. A little more favorable to a sprint challenge. Alves Machado might survive this thing. We need a top 10 If Alves Machado is there and has energy, no problem. That's if. First objective, though, on the final day of the second month of the year. It's pretty far into the year to get to that first objective. Just inside 150k to go. The race really hasn't gotten started yet. Team that we brought, all sprinters plus Telford and Jorgensen. Really hoping for the race to be easy enough, light enough to get the sprinters to the end. And if we can, I love our chances because 5 sprinters, if I still have 2 or 3 left at the finish, we could win this thing. That's a big ask, though. 2 stars for the first sector. We're also at 130k, so our first time getting water is going to happen pretty soon. 5 riders in the break. They've got a just under 3-minute lead. It was just over 3, so we've brought back about half a minute now. The race really doesn't pick up until the next sector, and then it's kind of one after another in short succession. But there's little gaps, and they're not too long. It's going to depend on how bad they are, on how much of a challenge it's going to prevent for us. So far, so good, though. Water for the first time coming quite soon. I'm ready to send German. Okay, let's do it. 110. That'll make it about 100. You can see quite a few teams sending riders back right now. German recovering. Should have this done before the next sector. Come on, German. Come on, come on. Through the pack, through the pack. 3 stars, 1.4. Come on, German. He is not done. He is not done. He just wasted a lot of energy. We're through it, though. Okay, we're riding a 78. Pace isn't that bad. Gap down by another half a minute. 93k. We're going to have to slow it down a little bit as we go through these sectors. Also, we're going to have to speed it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and start pushing 81 here. 800 meters uphill. And then a 2-star section right after. Don't worry about pace yet. Over halfway through the race. Still fresh, still looking good. A lot of minuses up there. That's mostly weather related. Okay, 75k to go now. Okay, big undulating section and then a couple short cobble sections. This is where we're going to start to see the field split up a bit.
Can't get strung out too far, or it's going to start breaking up.
Gaps down to 1.5 minutes to the 5 riders at the front. We're seeing our first splits, but that's just yo-yoing with the undulation. 600 meters, 7%.
We'll soon know the final outcome.
Okay, we're through that one. All right, we need to pick it up a little bit more because things are going to take off. Here's another cobbled section and another hill. 500 meters, 7.5%. Short and steep. 2-star section right after. There it is.
One thing's for sure when it comes to cobbled sections, there will always be a fight at the front as the riders enter. It's vital to be at the front
good.
to
We're
avoid
doing
falls
good.
or breaks in the peloton.
We're still fresh.
The pack is increasing its
Nobody's
work
hurting
rate.
too
Some
bad right
teams
now.
can't be happy with the
And we're
breakaway.
inside 60k. We're going to need to get water pretty soon here. But there's another section. German's going to be the guy again. I want to send him back probably early in this process. There we go. It's hill and cobbles. That'll make him go back fast. It does. He's only a 61 cobble rating. He's got the water. Come on. Come on, German. Let's recover. Alves Machado lost a bit of ground on that one. Oh, split happened right behind us. Alves Machado has recovered. We've got one more cobbled section coming before we set up for the end. 2 stars, 900 meters. German has not made it through the pack yet. Try to help him fight through there. He can't get through the pack. Finally, he finds a little space. Things stretch out a little bit through there. task done. Final time, 40K to go, 700 meters. Okay,
The riders are in a
last
portion
one.
above 10%.
And the Peloton is pretty much intact, though it just yo-yoed a moment ago. Is that going to actually stay away? That would be good for us if it does, if there's only 73 left. Time to go 85. Jermon tired, but we're okay. We've now got 2 cobbled sections that are both uphill, and then that's about it. The undulation is pretty much done, and there's just those 2 cobbled sections. They are longer, they are harder, the pace is high. It's not coming back together right now. Jermon, we're going to gel up. Telford and Jorgensen are a bit fatigued, and that's our cobble guys. They're going to have to lead us through that. Telford is kind of punchy. Jorgensen is much better. We will set this up as some sort of sprint with those guys at the front. They need to get us to the front and keep us there. 63 in the Peloton. 65 now as we pull back 2 of the breakaway riders. 25K to go overall. Jermon's starting to struggle. This is tempo. It's doing damage. Okay, 23K, but this is the time to do something. We have to make it last. There's that profile the rest of the way. 2 steep climbs, both cobbled. Short and steep. They're going to be tough. You need to be at the front. So we need to set that up. Gazzoli, best chance on the day. But I'm not putting him to the back. We're going to put him behind Jorgensen, who's going to be behind Telford. Reykjavik is doing pretty well. And then Elvis Machado is not having the best day here. And we'll put him there. Monotoglu, I'm going to discount him. His -6, his -4 overall for the day. Not good. He's going to set this thing up. He's going to get us to the base, and then Telford's going to try to get us through the first one. Jorgensen for the second one. Jermon's too tired, so we won't bother with him. All right, here we go. Monotoglu, bring it forward.
There's a sustained rhythm at the moment. Some riders definitely won't be able to keep up.
Okay, come on, Monotoglu. How fast do you need to be going, buddy? Oh, your flat rating's not that good. You might be a top sprinter, but your flat rating... This is it, this is it.
Some riders try to use the verge to avoid the cobbles, but it's at the risk of
Monotoglu.
getting a flat tire. That's the end of the breakaway. The pack gave them no
Okay,
chance.
Telford.
This climb is feared by
Just
many
one
riders.
rider left
The
away.
percentages are very high. The
He
group
shouldn't
is
be going
slowly
backwards
thinning
yet.
out
He
at
still
such a
has
frantic
energy
pace.
left. Okay, now it's Jorgensen's turn. Jorgensen, we don't want to go 99 for him. He needs to get us through both of these. One rider has gotten away. Jorgensen pulling. Gazzoli. Shoot.
Another flat tire.
One rider away. We've got 10 in the Peloton, and Gazzoli is here. And that's it. Reykjavik, Telford in a small group. Alves, Machado. Back to all these guys. Why don't I see Telford going auto? Oh, there's Telford. Telford's on. This is recovering. 18 chasing 1
15
now.
kilometers to the finish line.
And Alves Machado might just make it back up there. Please do. There you go. 25 in the Peloton. And I've got 5 of them. I have 5 of them. Telford's going to stay at the front. Until we do that. Jorgensen, 91. Pull. Gazzoli has recovered a bit. This is time to destroy this group. If Jorgensen goes clear, we're fine. 20 left. 9. That's your top 10 right there. Gazzoli, Reykjavik, not going to make it. Telford, definitely not making it. Alves Machado also blew up here. Okay, Reykjavik also dropped. Gazzoli. Hang on in this chase group. Jorgensen. Okay, he did his work. 9 chasing 1. The 1.
Only 10 kilometers left.
Bettiol. 78 cobble rating. 76 puncher. I could see that. But there's us in the top 10. Also having 1 rider in the chase group. So if they make it back, Gazzoli's chances are better of a top finish. But here it's 8 chasing 2 now. Jorgensen barely any energy left as we approach the finish. 6K to go. Okay, Gazzoli also. Gel up, 5K to go. I think we might just catch these guys. Youngles is here. And it's together, top 10 riders. Don't sit up now, boys. Youngles attacking. We cannot attack early. We honestly, Gazzoli's not making it either, so we hopefully don't get caught. Okay, there was a split. How did we miss the split? I don't know how. There we go. 1.5K to go. Come on, Jorgensen.
There goes the sprint. The strong men are giving
Come on, Jorgensen. Come on, it's together. That's 13 riders. We just need top 10. Jorgensen's going to fade. Last 10 meters here. I think he's got a top 10, though. So close. 10th place. 10th place, exactly. Matteo Jorgensen, who was riding protection most of the race. Gazzoli didn't have enough left. Rajkovic didn't have enough left. Alice Machado didn't have enough left. They couldn't make it through. Those last 2 climbs were just too much for those guys. But Telford, Jorgensen made it just hard enough, split the field up just enough that, yeah, it destroyed our guys, but it also destroyed the field. And Jorgensen, just enough. Just. Yes, okay, success on the first objective of the year. We're going to have quite a few of these this year. We have a Belgian sponsor. I don't have the Strong Classics riders, and I have no Belgian riders. We need some results. This is one of the more manageable ones, as it's got fewer cobbled sections, but those 2 tough sections at the end were nearly too tough, but we were just up to the task. It's only a single result, so we don't want to get ahead of ourselves here. But the sponsor loved the fact that we got a top 10 on that 3-star objective. So we began at 100% confidence. It's going to fade. Stage win, Paris-Nice, Torino Adriatico. Difficult asks. Bink Bank Classic, top 5, 3.5 stars. Tough ask. All of these, first 6 anyway, and 11 of the first 12 are all World Tour races. So they pulled out the stops on this one. In fact, the whole season, all but one objective is going to be World Tour races. So huge tasks ahead of us to get the results we need. But that was a good start. We got a triple plus Santos Tour Down Under. Getting triple plus on the registered rider. We've got the renowned Rodriguez somehow already at the top of that list. But again, that's never coming up. So we have what we have. We've got to take care of the registered riders. That will be good. We'll get the results. That will be good. But the results is going to be the tough one this year, as the requirements are pretty high. We've got a week till Paris-Nice, and we'll aim for that stage win. That is going to do it for this episode, though. That's 2 months of the season, that is, behind us. Not much in terms of racing, of course, at the start, but at the moment, we lead the World Tour rankings. 5th in the Super Prestige. I think that's a little more realistic. I think we could manage to be about 5th place this season, give or take a couple spots. I don't know if we'll be good enough for a top 3, but somewhere between 4th and about 7th, I think is very much up our alley. What did we end up finishing last season? 6th or 7th? Where were we on that? I've forgotten already. So many series going on. Oh, and I'm thinking about my next one. Big time. Anyway, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.